Hello, friends. Today is Monday, May 7th. Just finished my first day of medical school. That is still a little surreal for me. Maybe you just have to be me to understand that. Just finished my first day of medical school. Can't believe I just said that. Can't believe that's true. But it is. And I felt every bit of the first day of medical school. Today was fairly straightforward. I guess probably a light day. Looking at the rest of the calendar, we had lecture for about 3.5 hours, from about 8:30 to noon today. And I guess, probably just the anticipation and the nerves of, the first day of school, it's probably has me more tired than anything. I spent lecture, I went to lunch, had lunch for about an hour, and then I studied from 1 to 5. Then I took a 2-hour break, went to dinner. Excuse me for yawning. Went to dinner, had some dinner, and just kind of relaxed a little bit, and then went back and studied for another couple of hours. I guess it's 9:30 now. I just finished about 15 or 20 minutes ago. Let's see. Did I get everything done that I wanted to get done today? As far as studying, no. Cell biology lecture, I think I got through most of that. Basically, okay, so here's the deal. So they say that you have to, regardless of how you do it, and everyone does it differently, essentially the way you want to try to get through it is you want to see your lecture material at least 5 times in 1 week, 5 different ways. Previewing can be one way, actually attending or viewing the lecture. Some people watch the lecture via the internet. Some people go to the live class. All the lectures are recorded and posted onto our internal web, normally about half hour after the lecture is complete. And so a lot of students don't go to class per se. They just watch the lectures via what we call media site. You're able to kind of fast forward the lecture, like double speed or time and a half speed. So it doesn't. So you miss or you kind of rush through all the pauses, and you can kind of process the information faster than they're speaking in real time. So sometimes you can go through a 50-minute or an hour lecture in like a half an hour, or maybe 45 minutes. But in any case, that's another bit of exposure to the lecture. Then they say the real critical thing that you want to do. Some mosquito just bit me. The critical thing that you want to do is create your study product. And that can be, and this is where it kind of varies. As different people use different types of study products. Some people use note cards. Some people will write a 1 or 2 page summary of the lecture and the lecture material, the PowerPoint. Some folks will use concept mapping. Some people just make notes on the PowerPoint slides from the lecture. They print off. Everyone has various, what they call study products. And these are things you want to go back to later on to review your material. So, for example, that would be your third exposure to the lecture, creating your study product. Maybe a fourth would be then reviewing your study product later on in the week or by the weekend. Typically, as I understand it, you spend the weekend either catching up on making study products for lectures that you didn't get a chance to get around to during the week, or reviewing your study product for each of the lectures during the week. So this is 5 times per lecture. We have 4 lectures per day, 4 to 5 days a week. Let you do the math. I don't feel like doing it right now. But so you review your study product. That would be your 4th time, and then maybe your 5th time could be either getting with a study group and reviewing the lecture material together. It may be in combination with, and this is something that's really, really critical, as I understand, answering questions. There are a plentitude of retired exam questions out there that are floating around. I mean, people have all sorts of files of old questions and so forth. And everyone, I mean, professors, everybody, encourage you to. In fact, the professors give out questions they write all the questions for the exams. They give out retired questions. So that's sort of your 5 exposures during the week. So you try to get every day, you try to get done you try to get your study products generated at the end of every day for the lectures that day. I got through about 2.5 lectures today out of 4. So I will be, I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of person, so I'll be up around 3 or 4 tomorrow morning, and I'll try to get the rest of that material done, plus a little review before class at 8 o'clock. I usually take a little swim in the morning. We have a swimming pool here. I usually go swimming in the morning, just a little 20-minute swim to try to wake myself up and get a little exercise in the morning. Have my devotion, get ready, and then I usually try to go and get something to eat. I'm hunting mosquitoes, sorry. And then go to class at 8 o'clock. So that's kind of my ritual. Tomorrow's a full day. A full day in class. We don't get out of class until like 2 o'clock, something like that. But then I have study group tomorrow afternoon. So, but all in all, today was a good day. Today was a very good day. I think right now I'm trying to, you launch out there and you think your study process, you're trying it on for size. You don't know if it's going to work. They say whatever you did in undergraduate or even in graduate school may or may not work for you in medical school just because of the sheer volume of the information, and they're correct. There is nothing difficult about the information. It's just a bunch of it. A bunch of it. So, so I'm kind of hoping that I'm a concept mapper. I'm a big picture kind of a thinker. So, schematics and diagrams and things like that really click with me. And so that's what I'm generating from the lecture material, and I'm just going to see how it works. I hope it takes. They say go through the week generating your study products, study them, and then take an old exam. Answer several questions from an old exam. If you're getting 70-75% of those questions right, you're doing well. You're doing very well. Keep doing what you're doing. Just fine tune. If you're getting 80-90% of those questions right, hold what you got, partner. Hold what you got. If you're only getting 50-60%, you need to go back to the shop and kind of tweak some things. So that's the approach I'm going to take. I'm going to go with what I'm doing for this week. Our first exam is in 2 weeks. Our first exam is 2 weeks from today, over all the lecture material from this week and next week. And then we'll have another exam 2 weeks after that. So no time like the present, they say. Let's see. someone, and I don't remember who, please forgive me for not remembering who it was, but someone asked what kind of physician I wanted to be. Since I was a youngster, I've always been fascinated with the heart, and have wanted to be a heart surgeon. Will I do that? I don't know. I still have plenty of time to make those decisions. Right now, I'm trying to pass my first exam. So the stakes are pretty high, right now. And so that is where my focus is. We have 3 blocks in this semester, and if you fail any one of those 3 blocks, you have to repeat the semester. You only get 1 chance to repeat a semester or you're out. Yeah. So hopefully I answered your question. That's what I hope to do. I shadowed a CT surgeon this past summer, Dr. Mike Bibler in Kearney, Nebraska. Phenomenal surgeon, and phenomenal experience. I loved every bit of it. So that's where I'm still leaning. Anyhow, I'm getting ready to pack it in. I'm going to go call my lovely sweetheart before I hit the sack. And hey, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good night.